This is an ancient forest, 50,000 years old. Checking my mileage because I'm off-road to see like how far off-road this is. So if it's 5 miles of this road to get to the property, holy. I've had to turn on the. I'm not big in dust. I don't like dust blowing all over me, so I turn on the AC. I'm kind of liking it. It's super challenging. There's a lot of rocks. I mean, a lot of rocks. There's just, like, people build fence posts out of rocks here. There's so many rocks. So, 4-wheel drive, low. Like, everything down there is worth, like, way more money. And now I see why. Because as soon as you get to here, you got that huge road that could literally stop like a lot of things. People get out here and they just plop down their house. That's just the mobile home, plop down. I think I'm getting close, which right now I'm just at a mile of this off-roading. This isn't even technically off-roading. This is a gravel road. This is definitely why I have a truck like this and tires like this, so I can do stuff like this, because this is pretty, I mean, right now the gravel's ended and this is just a dirt road. And that is going to be a huge factor if I don't get those shipping containers delivered before the rain starts and this freaking dirt road turns into a mud road. Not to mention getting myself in here with my trailer. I get my trailer back in here and it might not come out for some months. Oy. Let's see. Some infrastructure out here. People are definitely spending some money on their properties to kind of improve them. Kind of looking at the overheads, it kind of looked kind of like crazy ghettos in some of these areas. This is actually, somebody put up a nice fence. They're just moving rocks around. There's a lot of rocks. Did I literally? How did I manage that? I went and got water out of the trailer and then left it in the trailer. Now I have no water. Well, I'm literally only 20 minutes away, but that sucks. No water. Out in the desert. Good job. There's a pile of rubber tires. So I think I'm getting close to where this. How the fuck did I manage that? That's gonna pretty much kill going to the second place because I'm already parched. We are super close, I think. Matter of fact, this fence is probably gonna end right where this other property is. And it is about 1.5 miles of apocalyptic roads. Of roads that you really kind of need 4x4. It just freaking goes on forever out here. Now, it's kind of weird though. It's like all those mesas were just over there by. There's not really mesas over here. This one's 28,000. And then this fence just keeps going and going and going and going. Well, this is how you get cheap property. If it was super easily, conveniently accessed, it would be out of my affordability. Boy, here's another crazy part. So this adds a double layer of. There's 2 crazy hills now between this property and the road. This is the type of place where if you want a better road, you gotta pay for it. This has gotta be it here. It's just a fence that just keeps going though. Wow. There's quite a big house over there. Boy, how many end of life stories have started out with, oh, I headed out in the desert, oops, I forgot the water. And then I just keep going farther and farther and farther just to see what it's like out here. It's like I seriously don't want to turn around and go all the way back just for water and then come do this whole journey again for basically just another mile or two. Which this road is either going to run out or it's going to run into another road. But this is super crazy landscape right here. I mean, it's like rocks on top of rocks on top of rocks with some gnarled ass trees growing around. It's going to be challenging to grow out here. But I have seen a couple places that have water and green grass and plants and that, so people are doing it. You need to plant every drop of rain. Planting the rain. So the rain soaks into the ground and is used year-round. And I must admit, this is kind of fun. I haven't really taken my truck out into too much 4x4 shit. Other than just checking out that one house, that was pretty much it. Boy, my life would be so different right now had I just decided to just continue on as I had been. I would have been having these shipping containers easily delivered. I would have already been living in a house. But then again, I wouldn't have invented this new product that I have invented, that I came up with while I was installing the solar system. It's a ginormous, a teepee freaking building. I mean, a huge nice house. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere. Huh, crazy. 3 miles in, and it has taken, this is like 1 mile an hour, 2 mile an hour, 3 miles. Now, I've been going faster. I think maybe I go up to 5 miles an hour. Oh, yeah. Here's a nice place to turn around. I have seen what I need to see. Wow. This is literally like fork in the road. And there's one of those rock fence posts. Like, it's just a super convenient way, I guess, to build a fence post out of rocks. You just put a fence in a circle, a little piece of fence in a circle, a wire fence, and then just fill that full. And it looks like they've been adding to it and adding to it. I think that first property, as long as it's where I think it is, will probably work. Because it's only, what was it, like a mile and a half or something like that? 1.5 miles, 2 miles off the paved road. That's doable. It's got a couple pretty brutal freaking up and downs though, but this is 10 miles an hour. 11. 15. 20. And it's tearing the 7 o'clock gym. You can't take much more. Brutal for a commute. Like, I'm gonna run to the store. It's like a traffic pattern change. They just added a traffic circle out here, and Google hasn't picked up on that yet. This is how you used to get in here. That's how Google was trying to send me. I'm a pretty savvy person too, though. I mean, you get idiots using these apps and people start dying. This is like one of those just super long straight roads. It just has a few humps in it and not a car in sight. Like, this would be a fun road to have like a fast car. Oh, I'll put my mirrors in. I'll go even faster. Woo! Like a rocket ship. That mirror drag. So, this place so far, I got let off down a road that wasn't connecting. And people are building big houses out here. I mean, it looks pretty good size over there. Can't really tell. This is probably the place you don't want to go gawking at people's houses too much. This road hasn't gotten crazy, too much crazy. Like that other road to that other property, it had like too crazy in there for semi trucks to not freaking get stuck, like, or have to have a special truck that can do that kind of thing. This is like 3 miles or so, like ish, off the pavement. Which, the farther you get off pavement, the less quality the roads become. There's some of these whole little outposts. They got shipping containers and a little house. Looks like a little prefab house. Vehicles and a fence all the way around the whole thing. One thing I don't see too much of out here is green, but I do see a lot of streams where the water's just running off. So the water's really not, I don't know where the water's going, but I don't even know how much rain is up here, but 2 more miles. Maybe it's like 4 miles of this road off. Well, the whole point of getting property out in this kind of area is you just kind of have everything you need out here. You don't really, it's not like living in a city where, oh, I'm gonna bop onto the store, 3 times a week. I think you probably get in out of here. It's like, depending on the time of the year, snowed in, could be up here for months. I don't even know. But the bottom line is the property I'm looking at is $18,000, and I'll offer obviously less than that, and so hopefully I'll get it for like, whatever, 12 or 15 or 10 or something like that, and then I add the shipping, because if I don't do something about these shipping containers, I mean, it's $12,000 worth of shipping containers just in the shipping containers, not to mention like everything in them. A car that's worth, I'm kind of, it's like my savings car, but yeah, there's just, I can't just lose this stuff, and I got to put it somewhere, and I might as well buy a piece of property before I piss through the money that I have from my sale of my last house, and getting just a whole piece of property that I can just own outright, and I don't have payments. That's the big thing right now in my life. Oh, there's some donkeys. Like, I just don't want to do the debt thing right now. I'm just readjusting my financial, where my income comes from, and if I put my income back up into the range and I'm taking care of everything I'm taking care of, and the income goes back up from, like, hypothetically, like this product development stuff I'm looking at doing, then I might think about doing something else. But for the time being, I gotta put my somewhere. I gotta have somewhere to go where it's not costing any money, and I gotta go through all my and pull out stuff, and yeah, I just need a place to do that. I don't know if this is gonna be the one. Spending money on property. I am so out here right now. This is like so far. I think this property at this point, I think, is like a wash. But the good news is I just drove by a place that had a sign, 2 to 3 mile range, I think, of gravel, or of off-road, not concrete. Let's just say not concrete. But this mapping program has sent, this is the Google Maps now, has sent me more than one occasion off into, this right here. Unless there's another way to get to this property, this right here is a deal killer. Literally, just too much craziness. This is not a semi. See, like I might not even be able to get up this hill. I'm not a 4x4 guy, so I'm not really sure what the technique is for 4x4 up the hill. But 4 low doesn't seem to be. Kind of gonna tear the truck apart or something. I wonder if this is one of those. You can't get a running. You can get a. There's a nice and smooth run up to this, but pothole, like people doing just exactly what I was doing, digging in all the way up that thing. So yeah, that's the second time I have been let off. 4x4. Oh, hey, Mr. Cameron. Wow, somebody got a f***ing trailer up here. I'm impressed. Just like generations of trailers. Just like, I'm gonna live here. Then I'm gonna get a better place. I'm gonna get here. And then generations of cars just dropped off. Like, how the f*** do they get that much up that road? There's gotta be another road. There's no way that all that came up when I just came up. Especially these mobile homes. And there's dogs and everything. Huh. Ochco Way, that was the road I was looking for. But all I see is fences. Oh, wait. Yep, that is the road. This is how the f*** they get the mobile home up that hill? How? There is literally over there some ginormous building. It has to be a different way to get in. And then just right over here, there's the biggest grass field. Like a huge grass field. Like everything up here is brown and dead. That's a different color, brown and dead. It's very interesting. I'm still tripping that. But the mobile home doesn't look too square. I'm literally in an area right now that I zoomed in on Google Earth and just looked all around and everything and was like, ew, I don't want to live there. I even said to the realtor I'm talking to about this different property that, nothing in Juniper Acres, right? But here I am in Juniper Acres because the other place I was looking at was too hard to get to for semi-trucks and too much work. Like if I bought something out here, it's just like flat already. God damn. Look at this. All the way out here. These people have a huge house. And it looks to be a ginormous solar array as well. Yeah. A nice big solar array. And a nice big house. And they've pruned up the bottoms of every tree almost. A lot of them. Up the bottom. Pretty big solar array. 2 solar arrays. 2. And a ginormous propane tank. And they drive their perimeter. Oh boy. Another solar array to power their remote gate. That's pretty sweet. Man, that place is just rough. There's dudes just standing out there in cowboy hats. So if you live in Juniper Acres and you want to be not worrying about all these freaking other dump sites around here, you gotta, I don't even know what the people have in that, but I don't even think I have enough money to pay for the fence. After I get my shipping containers delivered down here, I'm gonna be and pay my I'm gonna be broke. I'm out here eating bark off trees. We'll see if this way has an easier way into there, I guess, because it's pretty much that one part there that's like meh. But if there's, and this looks crazy, this would be the next logical road to go on. If you're gonna have power out here, it's got to be solar. There's no power lines, which is awesome. There's 0 power lines. And I can tell the trucking company if they ask me the quality, well, there's mobile homes up in there. You can get a mobile home up in there. Totally is not on the map. This is obviously the road, but it's going off in a direction that has no roads. And it's like, I was looking, I'm like, oh, maybe there's another way in and out of this place. Nothing like a normal entry. I think I'm on the right path to get to a road randomly out in the middle of nowhere. We'll see though. Stay tuned. I find one of the weirdest things about these small towns that I'm driving through is when you see old, like this First Interstate Bank. I haven't seen a First Interstate Bank in decades. Decades. They used to be all over the place. But they got like turned into something else, and honestly I don't even know. But here we are. There's a First Interstate Bank in I think I'm in Prineville, Oregon. That is so random. God, and then there's a Tan Republic, which is like a business again that you see in Portland. Eco Laundromat. Okay. Impressions from Prineville. I'm in the land of the ancient giant trees. This is an ancient forest. 50,000 years old. Like, these are called mesas, I think? Trees that were giant, thousands of feet tall. This planet used to be on a whole different scale. And the thing about all these trees is they're all cut down, perfectly flat. I wonder who was doing the cutting